Hi, it's Jae here, creator of Kind. I would like to take a quick moment to thank you for listening to our show. It really means everything to us that you've taken the time to join us on our journey. If you're enjoying the show so far, you can support us by leaving a rating or review or recommending the show to others. I would also like to take this opportunity to introduce you to our featured friend of the show, Metropolis, by Lux Radium, a 13-episode science fiction murder mystery. Metropolis is about a neon utopia located on an icy, distant island. No word ever gets out except for the very few reporters they invite. One of them is ace reporter Nan's best friend. When he disappears, it falls to Nan to discover the secrets of Metropolis, or find Oblivion herself. Please check out the trailer and give them a listen. I know you'll love them as much as we do. Thank you again. Until next time.
Services. Welcome to Metropolis.
My God, how can this all be?
Is that Stanley? He wrote? Guy gets the dream invitation, and I still told him not to go.
Nan, look at me. The whole world works just the way they want it to, however they want it. That's Metropolis, which is why you need to get out here.
I'm telling you now, they'd never let anyone like me on that island. Stanley, where is he? What do you know?
I don't know! He's just vanished!
What do you think happened to your friend? Who do you think made that happen?
You have taken an incredible risk coming here.
It's a cage. It can't be, can it?
There is something very dark happening. I can't explain the dread, but it is here.
We have a moment, right now. This narrow window where we are the only ones who know the secret.
I cannot believe they built this place.
If we can use it the right way, we can make a world that actually works.
Why did they make it like this?
But if we bungle it, if we let this opportunity slip away, then the world is lost.
It's hell. The mouth of hell.
You know what we have to do?
Shh.
No one ever dies in Metropolis. Spend a minute here. See if we're not wrong.
Metropolis, an audio drama, a Lux Radium production, coming to a podcasting platform near you, September 2024. Follow along at luxradium.org or on Instagram at metropolis_podcast. Spend a minute here. See if we're not wrong.
Kind has potentially triggering content. This chapter has content warnings for sexual content, gun violence, violence and gore, misogynistic language, and emetophobia. Please check the description of this episode for a full list of content warnings. This show is for adult audiences only. Listener discretion is advised.
What are you doing?
Nothing, ma'am.
Taking interest in plastic houseplants?
Why are they plastic?
So they don't die.
Are they alive?
They look alive. That's the point.
I don't understand.
You don't have to. Has my husband been in to see you yet?
No. I was told to meet him here.
I suppose you are to receive your first assignment.
My presence makes you uncomfortable.
I despise you.
Yes.
Does that bother you?
I don't have any feelings about it.
You're a fanciful toy. Your concept of emotion is a calculated reference. An equation. You play the part well. Doesn't mean you are.
You despise me and yet wish to expand our numbers.
I don't work with puppets. I am attempting to create the perfect human. The very antithesis to a crude, ugly thing like you.
Your daughter is one of us, is she not?
That thing isn't my daughter.
Because she disconnected from our master.
I think I'll put you through another round of tabula rasa. Sift out those pesky, lingering scraps of ego.
Oh, leave the boy be, Emma. Shouldn't you be in the lab testing the new chips?
I've run out of subjects.
Perfect timing. Gabriel, put down the fern. Come and meet your new co-worker.
Yvonne Birch.
Gabriel Kuroki.
Yvonne here's one of daughters. She's the best of the best. The cream of the fucking crop. Consider yourself lucky, Gabriel. I've called you both here today because we have a bit of a resourcing issue. The carpenter's gone, which means that no more puppets are being made, which means I'm running low on soldiers.
And test subjects.
Precisely. So I figured now's as good a time as any to fetch a few old friends. I've let them have their fun for long enough.
Old friends, sir.
This one's a VIP. I want him first.
Marcus Linden. The mayor?
He's been getting real mouthy lately, talking big on unsanctioned reforms. We're going to tighten the leash and induct him into the family.
We'll bring him in right away, sir.
It's a recent habit of his to sleep in on a Saturday morning. Sloppy for a mayor, but it makes him wonderfully easy to find.
Unharmed, sir?
Not a hair. At least not anywhere above the neck. He needs to be camera ready.
You'll have him by tonight.
Don't fuck it up, Gabriel. My wife's itching to put you on her table again.
Perhaps you'd like to take his place, husband.
And this is why I sleep with a gun.
The governor looks at Emma with an expression I can't place. There's venom to their words, but their eyes are weak, flimsy. Beneath the thick veneer of power, the Cheshlas are as vulnerable as any human. And yet, we bow and scrape an inch away, eyes stuck fast to the ground because it's easier to bend than it is to fight.
Kind. Chapter 6. The Puppet. That's a strong emotion for a common weather phenomenon.
It's a statement.
Are you inviting me to converse?
I don't know. Maybe. Don't you hate the rain?
I enjoy it.
That's a strong emotion. Enjoyment.
The rain reminds me of someone.
We were erased. We have nothing to be reminded of.
Yes, but there are impressions. A rainy day, just like this one. A car, old and beaten. The seats were stained with coffee, takeaway meals, cigarette ash. And there's music. Jazz. A door you can never step through twice.
Is that a trumpet?
It's a saxophone.
Sounds like a person singing.
That is the intention.
What else do you remember?
A name. Ilana. She called me Ilana, and it felt right. Like I'd heard it before.
Your name is Yvonne Birch. It's always been Yvonne Birch. And it always will be.
I know, but I feel
the governor will use you for firewood, or you'll get erased and lose everything again. Let's just focus on getting the mayor. All right?
You remember too, don't you?
Keep your eyes on the road.
Masks. I don't think he's home.
Mayor Linton! Mayor Linton, open the door!
Fuck it. You take downstairs. I'll go up.
Got it. Remember, not a hair.
Not above the neck.
We've got company.
What the hell are you doing in my house?
Oh, is this a scene? Oh, Marcus, you shouldn't have.
That irritating person beaming at me like they've just won a prize. I feel that weird pain in my head again. I can't breathe in this fucking mask. The governor has requested your presence, Mayor Linton.
Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You can tell the governor that he can arrange a meeting, instead of sending his dogs to break into my house like common criminals.
Oh no, Marky Moo. I think you've made the scary man angry.
You. Go.
Moi?
This has nothing to do with you.
The man you're trying to drag away is my paramour. So, unfortunately, I'll have to stay and make your life difficult.
The governor said nothing about leaving anyone else we find unharmed.
I'd like to see you try, darling.
Very well.
Hestia.
Wait.
I think it's for the best if you leave.
Why did you
I'll go
stop
and see
me?
what the governor wants.
Hush, my sweet. Let Mummy handle this.
You grab the mayor. I'll handle the clown.
The clown? Well, that is plain rude. Have you never seen winged eyeliner before?
Yvonne moves before I can. She grabs Hestia's hair in one hand and yanks them off the bed.
Scalping me. Everything else is fair game.
Hestia!
It's violent and sudden, and they never had a chance. Come on, Mayor. She's not stopping until you leave with me.
I'm coming. Oh my, Hestia, don't hurt them, please.
My heart's about to beat right out of my chest, and I can't catch my breath no matter how much I gasp for air. This mask. This fucking mask. Even outside, I can still hear their voice ringing in my ears like a bad case of tinnitus. I lock the mayor in the car, stagger over to the rose bushes and empty my guts until I taste bile.
Go back. Better. Because Peter will be safe.
I love you too.
You're not suited.
And then, within seconds, the pain and the noise and the memories subside. Until there's just silence. A blissful emptiness.
almost like we're on holiday. Shitty little cabin, beautiful green trees, animals and stuff, and that unpolluted air. I think I prefer the pollution. Here, I got what you asked for.
Huh? These are all cans.
Yeah, you asked me to get food.
This is hardly food, Detective.
It's not like there's a proper kitchen here. What do you expect me to do? Make a meal out of dirt and rocks? Did you get in touch with Hayden?
Yes, it was spotty, but I managed to talk to Maeve. After the director's attack, they closed Eden down. Everyone's staying at her house.
How is that old queen doing?
Maeve?
The director.
Oh, well, they're doing well, considering. No word yet on the mayor's whereabouts.
Seeing that Shieshla sent his dogs after the mayor, my guess is that he's gone to the dark side.
It's so strange. How everyone's so scattered. We've always had Eden, and now it's gone.
Not gone. You'll get it back once we blow this thing wide open.
What about Olivia?
I found her phone company, bullshit my way through, and got him to ping her phone. Looks like she's in Jerusalem, but she's got her phone switched off, so no luck there.
It's for the best. This is the first time she's able to do as she pleases. We should let her stay out of it.
Agreed. Don't need a bratty kid getting underfoot.
As much as I admire your determination, Detective, I'm not quite sure how we're going to blow this thing wide open, you know.
Kind's a key.
Sujin.
Yep. They might have gotten their claws into him, but we have you. If you can get him to defect, we'll have everything we need to expose the governor and his entire operation.
I'm still struggling to believe in myself, despite what I've seen.
You said there were 2,000 of these puppet fuckers, right? That's 2,000 cases we can present as evidence. 2,000 witnesses.
But to get to them...
We need to get to Kind.
The director suggested filming a message for him.
Not a bad idea. Maybe it's not all faux fur coats and cocktails up there.
I could film the forest, too. Sujin always loved Ibuki Mori.
I always thought this place was cursed. Never heard of anyone making it their holiday destination.
It's where I first met Sujin. It must have been 15 years ago, in my first year of college.
You were studying medicine?
Business.
Oof.
It seemed a logical move at the time. The white-collar world was my chance to climb the ladder and funnel money back into Eden.
So what changed your mind?
Sujin did.
Well, you don't strike me as a suit kind of guy.
I do prefer the scrubs.
So, get your husband all sentimental. Talk about your first meeting. Film the trees, maybe shed a tear or two. I don't know. If the message hits home, you'll get your husband back.
And if it doesn't?
Then we're fucked. It's going to work. When she broke into my flat, she was different. Called herself a Vaughn. She looked at me and it was like she couldn't recognize me. But there was a moment she hesitated. And it was only a second. Maybe half a second, I don't know, but she knew me. Don't underestimate yourself, Giv. Insecurity ain't your color. Come on, I'll crack open some cancer breakfast.
Detective, if you'd like to talk about...
I've been yapping so much, my jaw's about to fly off. Your luck okay?
Better today.
Taking on the world one leg at a time.
I'm sorry to be an inconvenience, Detective.
You damn well should be. Want me to sign your cast?
No, thank you.
I'll do it when you're sleeping. Come on, Crutches. I hope you don't expect me to give you a bubble bath. I'm not squeamish, but I got rough hands.
The Kindred. Kind killer hibistophiles that have become an unwieldy stain on the fringes of the news cycle. Injecting spiritualism and fanaticism into murder is as curdling as you'd expect. And people love to put a lens on the reprehensible. The governor has business with their so-called leaders Violet and Orn. and we were tasked to bring them in. Quietly. Next time I'm driving.
My driving is impeccable.
It's inefficient. It took us 3 hours to make a 1-hour journey.
And if we crashed the car, it would take even longer.
Did they program that caution into you? Or is it inherent?
Masks.
Inherent, then.
I wasn't accounting for this.
I don't think the governor was either.
Why are they dancing? Is this a show?
Maybe they're trying to convert us.
I think they're trying to eat us.
No one is eating anyone, sister. We are imbuing you with our loving energy and an open-armed welcome.
You're not imbuing me with anything.
Come, brother, move with us. Feel the flow of our energies.
Are you Orin and Violet?
Oh my, you must be a powerful receptor.
No. We're here for you. To capture you.
You cannot capture what is free.
We are like the air. Present, but elusive. Ow!
Not elusive enough.
Oh, what a fine way to introduce yourselves. With violence.
You're kindred. What do you care about violence?
Kind's violence is necessary. He marked us to free us.
You beat the die and you decided that starting a cult would be the best use of your freedom.
We are free to spend our lives as we will. And we choose to spread the message of our Savior, to ensure that his work continues unhindered.
You're doing a terrible job. Your so-called saviors on the land.
A mere hiccup. Kind is simply biding his time, gathering his strength before gracing the unbelievers with his divine love.
You yearn for the light, but you don't believe that you need it. Or perhaps you think you don't deserve it?
Spare me the grift.
The grift?
What are you? Don't touch me!
Do you feel that, brother? My hands. They are warm. As are yours.
I'm wearing gloves.
As are yours, brother. They call us puppets, sentient tools of war. What about you? Do you truly believe you are what they say you are? Or do you believe that you are more? That you have as much sovereignty as the human you call master?
Sovereignty? What can I do with that? What use do I have for your brand of freedom?
Brother Orin, perhaps a walk could help clear the air.
Yes, I think so too.
What do they put in this incense?
Come, brother, sister. Let us walk and talk. Maybe you will find yourself enlightened.
The sun beats down on us as we're led around. Everywhere we look, it's an idyllic calendar display. Lush green and vibrant flora, flourishing farms, unfathomable found object sculptures acting sentry. Or maybe they're piles of garbage. Who knows? There's a guy in a grass skirt reciting poetry to a rapt audience. Something about flying in the cosmic unknown. A group of kids playing on a makeshift jungle gym. One of them falls hard enough to break every bone in her body, but she just bounces off the ground and climbs back on. There's food, too. A bounty of fresh fruit and colorful salads. No fires. Not a single flicker or flame. And I have the sudden realization that I can't tell the humans and puppets apart. To think they could blend so easily into the crowd. Immortal freaks of nature like me. And not a master in sight.
They look so...
happy. They all look happy. I don't know if I've ever felt that kind of happiness before.
What do you think?
I don't want to do this. There's a whole commune of them, and just 2 of us. We'll have to bring reinforcements.
Let's grab who we came for.
What do you think? Beautiful, is it not?
Our wonderful home is sanctuary for the kindred. Marked or not, puppet or human, we welcome all to our Garden of Eden.
Eden, huh?
You are both, of course, more than welcome. Stay as long as you want. We know how difficult it is out there, where you are shunned for merely being born different.
Puppets aren't born, we're made.
You can choose your story, sister. We kindred have cast off our shackles and denounced the stories of our oppressors.
When will you cast off your shackles, sister?
I've had enough of this shit. Let's do this before I turn one of them into fucking kindling.
As enticing as your offer is, we're here on business.
Oh, dear. Look how serious he is, Sister Violet.
Should we be worried?
Maybe you should. The governor would like a word with you.
Absolutely not. The governor is Kyne's foeman.
We'd like to politely decline.
He wants to make a proposal. Maybe even clue you in on your savior's location.
He knows where Kind is.
Sure.
He is lying, Brother Orin. He is still enslaved.
But look! Look at his brow! He bears the mark of Kind!
The mark of what?
The mark of Kind!
Hey, what are you doing?
This, upon your brow!
This scar.
We bear it too! The mark of Kind!
When Kyne saved us, we were left with his mark. Those of us who bear his mark have experienced his divine love.
His divine mercy!
I've never met him.
Not that you remember. Perhaps in another lifetime.
Convince me.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing. It's just a headache.
We've wasted too much time.
You grabbed the small one.
Yes, sir.
You can't do this!
No!
You are one of us, are you not? Why do you continue to do
Gabriel,
your master's bidding?
they're all looking at us. And they look pissed.
Keep going! We're almost to the car.
This doesn't look good. Ow! Do not throw that stone at me! Gabriel!
I got this. I got this.
No! No!
Save it!
No!
Stop squirming, Brother Orin. Or I'll pick them off one by one.
What will happen to us?
Tabula rasa.
They can't control us. We bear the mark.
Yes, the mark.
Doesn't matter anymore. Mark or not, puppet or human, you'll be back to where you belong.
You're killing them.
You can't kill what's not alive.
You're alive. We live in his presence. In Kyne's world.
By the time we've got Orin and Violet into the car, I've put 5 of them down. Yvonne gives me a look I didn't think she could make. Anger. Or reproach. I have no idea. But I let my finger off the trigger like I'd just been burnt.
You killed 5 potential soldiers. The governor won't be pleased.
Get in the car and drive! I trained my gun on the 2 kindred in the back seat. Their wide, terrified eyes bored into me as though I was their devil and executioner. They really do look alive. It's uncanny.
Now, we can't remount the lieutenant. What did we expect when we gave her that promotion? A yes woman? She doesn't have the stomach for real authority.
There are officers in the SCPD who follow protocol that night.
Protocol? Uh-huh. Lieutenant, there's no such thing as protocol in my SCPD.
Regardless, the officers received a call. They went to deal with it. Protocol.
It's like trying to reason with a parrot. Fuck's sake. No, I believe the onus of fuck-up rests upon the captain's glass shoulders over there.
Glass shoulders?
Well, Jimmy, what have you got to say for yourself?
Oh, yes, Governor. I've been working very hard to ensure that we brought Kind in quietly as requested. However,
you brought him in as loudly as you could, you fucking peacock. The world is watching our every move, and the FBI are knocking at my door.
Why don't we give them Kind, sir?
Shut it, Alder.
What are you getting at, Lieutenant?
Governor, there's no need to indulge
Shut
her.
the fuck up, Eaton. And slick up this girl, why don't you?
Hello, handsome. My, look at those big blue eyes.
Oh, really? I don't need a dance.
Oh, really? You do.
The hunt won't end until he's caught or dead, right?
I can't give him up. He's too useful to me.
Give them a body. We have a pathologist, Ashley Song. We get her an implant, get her under our control.
And she confirms the identity of the body as the Kind killer.
Precisely.
What do you think, Dilstern?
I like it. It's simple. Gets the feds off our backs.
A simple solution for a simple man.
Simple as clean. Unlike our current situation, Governor.
Webb? Herrera?
Huh? What?
Webb. Stop groping the poor boy and pay attention.
Get out of here, baby doll. I'll come find you later.
I think
Whatever.
it's a waste of time.
Dick.
You think a piece of paper is going to stop this shitstorm? You're delusional. Or stupid.
Hey, watch your mouth, Herrera.
You watch your back, leech. Might find a knife sticking out of it one day.
Hopefully not one of yours. The blade will snap right off before it gets to me.
That's what you get for cutting corners, huh?
How much did that fuck up in Guatemala cost you, Herrera? 5 million?
For the last time it was arson. Some local thug trying to be a big man. Well, I had him skinned good.
Oh, yeah, you had him skinned good, did you? Skinned good. You couldn't peel a potato.
You want my take?
For what it's worth.
I reckon we just sit back and let it play out. Shitstorm's still a storm, right? And what do storms do?
Cause immense havoc and destruction.
They blow over. They end. They go the fuck away. By this time Monday, the news will cycle on to the next big thing. Heard there was a Ramirez II working out of LA. I'll have my network shift focus.
Kind's too precious a commodity. It doesn't feel right to sit on our hands. I want action, gentlemen. A real plan. We've worked for years trying to get him back under our control. I've shed my fair share of blood.
If I may, Governor, we could change his face, so to speak. A bit of a makeover.
Makeover? You want us to braid his hair and paint his nails too, Eaton? Fucking makeover, Jesus Christ.
We could take a blowtorch to him. They're not looking for a scarred man. Ow! What was that for?
Know your place, boy. You lay a single finger on Kind, and I will have you chipped and spayed like the prissy little mutt you are. Do you understand me?
Yes, Governor. I understand.
Leech, the captain looks like a mighty fine footstool, does he not?
Why, yes he does, Governor.
Kick your feet up, Leech. You deserve it. In fact, we all deserve a bit of respite tonight, gentlemen. Despite our small problem, which will be promptly dealt with, we have finally all our pawns in place.
Yeah!
Pawns in place.
Yes!
Yeah, we do, baby.
Oh, I need another drink for this.
Look at us, revolutionaries, leaders of
Hey.
industry.
Indeed, Governor.
Dilstern, You've been a mighty fine asset with your water transportation business.
King of the seas, boys.
And Leech. Oh, dear Leech. Our bottomless wallet. Kindly funded by Big Oil.
Oh, why, thank you.
Big oil,
Thank
baby.
you.
But watch out.
Yes, all the money in the world.
And of course, our technological wizard and reviled media mogul.
Reviled? Come on, Cheshla. Everyone loves me. They call me the funnel web.
Because you kill everything you touch.
Sure. That's why your precious Sylvia's sitting on your mantle.
Don't be crass.
Gentlemen, we're amongst friends. Fill your glasses and simmer the fuck down. It'd be a shame to cut this party short.
Of course, Governor. My apologies.
Where were we? We have Herrera.
With his $5 million pile of ash and soot.
What, you think you can have a civil war without guns?
Man.
Without me, this plan sinks!
You speak the truth, my friend.
And don't forget yourself, Governor.
President Cheshla does have a nice ring to it.
Yes, Mr. President.
It does have a nice ring to it.
As the masters of our new empire, we will bring to fruition our vision of a Western utopia. A veritable playground for the elite of the elites. We will be gods, gentlemen. Gods!
And all this, thanks to that wooden psychopath of yours.
Speaking of the devil.
I'll give you a private dance for free, Blondie.
Unfortunately, she's on the clock. Go and grab us another fruit platter, Angel.
Yes, sir.
Yvonne, Gabriel, how did you get on with the kindred?
We delivered Orin and Violet to the lab, sir.
Good. Emma will be so pleased. I won't see hide nor hair of her until tomorrow.
We found more puppets at the address, sir, and many more human sympathizers. A commune.
I have heard rumors that the kindred were more than overzealous fans. It appears as though they truly are a cult.
If you send us back with reinforcements, we can bring them all in.
Captain? Lieutenant?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Governor.
I want you to raid this commune. Let's say that you received a report that the kindred were mixing up some Kool-Aid?
We'll have them all in cuffs before morning, sir.
This is why I can't get rid of you, Lieutenant. Your can-do attitude. Captain, I know you enjoy being on your knees, but you have work to do, for once.
Yes, Governor. Right away.
Get this fucking phone out of here.
My apologies. This was $1,000 suit.
Yvonne, Gabriel, I have a special job for you.
Of course, sir. Another retrieval?
So to speak. My wayward daughter has been spotted in Jerusalem. A debris of a town east of Silver City. I want you to find her and bring her home.
We'll leave right away, sir.
Maybe we should join the raid on the kindred.
Now, Gabriel.
We'll have a drink once you get back. A proper welcome party.
And breaking news. The Kind Killer
excuse?
case has come to a grisly end. A shooting in the Silver City Port District has led to the deaths of 2 people. Kind Killer suspect Sujin Beck and kidnapping victim Olivia Cheshla. SCM News' Eugene Nam is reporting live from the Emergency News Conference, where Mayor Linden and SCPD Captain Eaton will release a joint statement.
Today, we received confirmation of the identities of the 2 bodies found in the Port District. The first body is confirmed to be Miss Olivia Cheshla, who we have been searching tirelessly for after she was kidnapped by Sujin Baek 14 days ago. Myself and everyone at the SCPD would like to offer the Cheshlas and the Governor our sincere condolences and regret that there wasn't a better outcome for Olivia's rescue. The family has requested privacy while they go through this difficult period. The second body has been confirmed to be Sujin Baek, our main suspect in the Kind Killer case. While this is not the vindication any of us had desired, the families of his 41 victims can rest easy tonight, knowing that the worst evil Silver City has ever seen will never walk our streets again.
Further details of the shooting have not been released to the public, with Captain Eden citing that it is an ongoing investigation. Mayor Linden has also offered his condolences to the families of Kyne's victims.
This ain't a movie theater. You want to watch TV, you gotta pay for a room.
Give me a room then.
Sure, 50 a night.
50? But the sign outside says 20.
Yeah, if you're not a minor.
I'm 21.
You got some ID on you?
I forgot my wallet.
$50.
What? You can't just...
$50 or you can get the fuck out of my office. This ain't a charity.
I only have the 50.
Don't be such a tight ass, Bates. Hook my girl up. She's good for it.
What have I said about loitering in my office, Clover?
You said you love having me around because I bring class to the puke decor.
You didn't bring in half my customers. I'd drive you out myself.
Oh, I love you too, Bates.
My name ain't Bates.
Well, would you rather be Norman?
I never can win with you, can I?
Hey, you got the money?
Huh? Oh, yeah. 50, right?
10 will do it.
Like hell it will.
10 will do it. Consider it a friend of Clover's discount.
Thank you.
You're gonna put me out of business if you keep adopting strays, Clover.
You go to bed every night with stuffed pockets. You'll be fine. Hand me the keys before I tell everyone you've got bed bugs.
Demanding bitch, always getting up my groove.
Not room 4. Give her the one next to mine.
You got lucky room 13. Cleaning at noon, breakfast in the vending machine outside. Now piss off before I change my mind.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bates. Come on, I'll show you where you're at. You coming or what?
Yeah, I'm coming.
What's your name?
Renee Kuroki.
You can call me Clover. Or Chloe, if you're feeling risque. Don't worry too much about Bates. They're a bit of a creep, but for the most part, they're harmless.
I'm fine.
I'm a good read on people.
Really, I'm fine. I'm worried about someone. There's nothing I can do about it anyway.
There's always something you can do.
Like what?
Like sharing a joint with your new best friend.
I don't smoke.
Okay. But you drink, don't ya? I make a mean anything goes.
Sure. Why not?
That a girl. Room 13. This is you, and that is me.
I'm gonna go freshen up.
Oh, you take your time, sugar. I'll get to mixing.
They're lying about his death. But it's weird. I hardly know the guy, and just the thought of him dying feels like a hole's been punched out of my chest. I'm being squeezed on all sides with this pressure, this immense fear. And give. I can't imagine. When I left the hospital, I ambled through the city, aimless, numb, taking turn after turn, road after road until nightfall. People are supposed to see the end of the road, and if they don't, they at least need a general direction to follow. North, south, east, west, somewhere along or in between. A million choices and a million roads. Pick one and go. Humans invented things like compasses and maps and GPS because when they were freshly bipedal, lost meant death. A sudden deviation into the brambles of the unknown. Even those who intentionally lose themselves in the wild or the urban labyrinths
do so with a desire for answers, an end of some kind. But that's the human experience. What about puppets? What about me? Do I get to see the end as well? Or am I doomed to keep walking without a compass or a map, playing chicken with the earth until one of us dies? I stand under the shower until the hot water runs out. When I step out, I'm as cold as I was before.
There she is. I'm already on my second drink.
Sorry, I lost track of time.
Want to sit down? Here, I made you one too.
Thanks. It's so peaceful here. I thought these roadside motels were always busy.
There's a few people milling about, sleeping mostly since they work nights.
Do you work nights?
You don't have to be so coy about it. Yeah, I work nights.
Is that something you want to do, or...?
I wouldn't do it if I didn't want to.
Oh, yeah, I know. I wasn't trying to...
I'm studying to become a psychologist. Well, studying online anyways. Because it's kind of hard to get to classes when I'm working nights.
A psychologist? That's
surprising. Well, it shouldn't be. We all have our own reasons for doing sex work. I know a couple of girls who do it because they enjoy it, you know? And more power to them. But for me, it's a part-time job. It gets me through school, it puts food on the table, it keeps me alive, and more importantly, it keeps me thriving.
I guess I've never been in a position where I had to earn money for myself. It's always been there for me. Sorry, that was such an asshole thing to say.
No need to apologize. It's the truth, isn't it? What matters most is that we're here now, sharing a drink in a dingy Hermon motel's parking lot.
There's nowhere else I'd rather be.
Oh, you are a sentimental soul. Hard to find these days.
So, what's it like? Your work? Do you enjoy it?
Well, I enjoy the power it gives me. It's a job where I only have to answer to myself. Not to mention, I get to keep all the money I earned from my body and my labor.
So it's good?
It's good enough. But if you're thinking of getting into it, I'd advise trying other work first.
I don't really have any qualifications.
That's okay, sugar. You'll get to where you need to get to. You're more capable than you think you are.
I really hope so.
You remember that Hermon Motels ad that went around, like 10 years ago?
Maybe?
Shit, how did it go? Hermon Motels, you can travel with flair. Your last stop on the road to nowhere. That's the one.
You know, I always thought it was so ominous. Your last stop on the road to nowhere? What was with the Grim Reaper and the sombrero?
I don't know, but I thought he was pretty cute. Anyway, my point is, if you keep going, you'll find you're somewhere soon enough. Perseverance is the key. It's what an old friend always used to say. Just focus on the next step. That's all you gotta worry about.
Your friend's probably right.
Is that what you came here to do? To give up?
I came here to get away. I was so concerned with what was behind me, I never once stopped to think about what was in front. Kinda got myself tangled up in brambles.
And what are you running from? Your parents? Your partner? Debt?
Parents. My dad, specifically.
I get it.
Is that how you ended up here?
What? Hermon? No. It's cheaper to stay here than it is to rent.
It is?
Sure. A night here will run you anywhere from $10 with the Friend of Clover's discount to $50 if Bates is trying to grift you. Even then, renting out a 5x5 shoebox in Silver City, that'll run you around $3K.
5x5? That's nothing!
Right? It was okay a few years ago. And then our beloved governor lobbied for harsher tenancy laws that favored landlords. So rent went up, housing became scarce, and tenants were outbidding each other for shoeboxes. It's grim out there. Consider yourself lucky to have avoided that at all.
I didn't know the governor was so callous.
No one wants to think badly of their own fathers. Oops, careful, you almost dropped your drink.
You know who I am?
No way. If you think a pair of sunglasses and a cap is a good disguise, you're not gonna make it very far out here. Come on, I'm not gonna rat you out.
You're not?
In my line of work, discretion is key. Look, sit down and relax. Finish your drink. We're friends, aren't we?
Friends.
Phew. You just about jumped out of your skin.
Why didn't you say anything?
I didn't catch on until I mentioned the governor. Then I remembered your picture on the news. It says you were kidnapped by the kind killer.
As of this morning, I'm dead.
Lucky you.
I don't feel very lucky.
Not everyone gets a clean slate. A chance to be whoever they want to be. Renee Kuroki, for example.
They say that he's dead too. Kind.
Oh, I heard. Is that what's got you so worried?
Why would I be worried? He's the kind killer.
You're here, aren't you? And you got his mark.
His mark?
Sure, right there, on your forehead.
He shot me.
Same-sies.
Wait, you're a...
Mm-hmm. Puppet through and through. I used to be a kindred before coming here.
Those weirdo hybristophiles?
At first, the kindred were a political movement. We harbored puppets he'd freed. Humans who were sympathetic to our cause. We wanted to organize and free the others. Take down our masters. Take down the carpenter.
You sound like him.
Him?
Kind said the same thing to me before he freed me.
He's right, you know? We were right. Then Oren took over. He thought the kindred needed a leader, even though we were doing just fine without one. Don't get me wrong, Oren's not a bad guy, but he brought spirituality into this political movement, this resistance, and turned it into a farce. It wasn't even about liberating our people anymore. It was about kind as this deified figure, this self-soothing that stagnated our cause. Kind became our new master, and I wanted nothing to do with it. So I left.
Do you think it's possible? Liberation?
Not as long as we stay content. Agitation and anger is what drives movements. But we're not angry enough. We're cowed and lashed down. No one has the courage to make real change. Or maybe we're just too sick and exhausted. That's how they keep us in line. Work us to the bone, demean us, devalue us. And we won't even think to raise our heads, let alone rebel. We're docile beasts.
You're living and working here in spite of your master.
Sure. Spite is also why I'm studying psychology. If I can understand humans, I can understand their needs, their motivations. Know thy enemy, and all that.
You know, you're really cool.
I just know what I want to do. And you will too. The next stop, remember?
Did you figure them out? Humans, I mean.
Well, so far I've learned that humans know jack shit about anything, including themselves.
That's anticlimactic. I thought they'd have it all figured out. At least my dad seems to.
Bakula Chieshla is floundering worse than any of us. All the pomp and posturing, he's too frightened to show his real face to his constituents, to his people. And what do frightened men do? They pick up a gun and shoot at the thing that scares them the most.
Is that what he's gonna do?
Word on the street is that he's got himself an army. People don't just create armies if they don't intend to use them.
Oh my god!
Let me tell you something important I learned about humans. They may be human in flesh, but that doesn't mean they have humanity. You understand?
I think so.
In my time working out of this motel, I've met both puppets and humans who have been exiled and condemned by their own. I can tell you right now, they have more humanity in their pinky finger than Bakula Chieshla has in his entire body. And you? You are certainly not your father's daughter.
We watch the sun set over that scuffed, cracked parking lot, and I churn Clover's words over and over in my mind. Maybe she's right. Maybe I'm not lost, but demeaned, devalued. My humanity stripped away from me when it exists solely at my own behest. I can dictate my existence. I can move this world with my influence, my presence, because I'm not a soulless husk. I'm Olivia Chieshla. I sit here, beside my new friend, sipping on her anything goes, which tastes like sweet gasoline. And I decide to take that next stop to somewhere. Oh shit! Get down! Behind the rail!
They yours?
I recognize that car. Those are my dad's guards, or mercs, or whatever. They suck, okay? And they're here for me.
This guy seems a little skeevy.
The way he was looking at me. You should have let me gouge his eyes out.
I don't know. That blonde one's pretty cute.
Focus on Olivia.
She's wearing a mask!
I can tell.
Clover!
Cool your jets. I got this handled. Here, take my key. Camp out in my room while I get rid of these jokers.
Are you sure?
This ain't my first rodeo.
Okay, but be careful.
You take reception. Don't take a look around.
Fine.
Why, hello there, handsome. Are you looking for some company tonight?
No, thank you.
Oh, I wasn't talking to you.
No, thank you. We're here to find someone. Perhaps you could help us?
Why would I want to do that, handsome?
You would be well rewarded for your time.
I usually am.
Not like this.
I like you.
She doesn't seem very credible.
Because she thinks I'm more handsome than you.
Because she's drunk. And she'll probably say anything for cash.
We don't have a lot of options, and even less time. Do you want to go back to the governor empty-handed?
Nice ride. Don't see many BMWs in this parking lot.
Can you tell me if you've seen this woman?
Straight to business, huh?
Answer the question.
I can't say that I have. I do love her blue lipstick. It's such a perfect shade on her.
Look closer. Take a moment to think. It's very important that you remember.
Well, it's certainly not important to me, is it?
You'll get your money, so stop playing games and look closer.
Annika? He erased you. Didn't he?
Grab her.
Yvonne.
I said grab her!
How did they find me? What do they want?
I'm dead, aren't I? What use does Dad have for a dead puppet? He wants everyone to think I'm dead. So whatever happens to me, he's not held accountable. If he erases me, if he destroys everything I am and replaces me with his own version of Olivia Chieshla, then I'd be really dead, and no one would know. He has the power to erase any of us, all of us, and no one would fucking know. Bacula Chieshla is untouchable. Can I live the rest of my life knowing what the governor is capable of? Knowing what he could do to people like me? Am I brave enough to raise my head? This is my somewhere.
Come with us, quiet.
Get your ass out here with your shotgun!
I'm squirming.
Blast these motherfuckers to oblivion!
Olivia.
Why did you come out here for? Run! You've gotta run!
I am not running. I'm here. You have me. Let her go.
You'll come quietly.
You have a car. Even if I run, I won't get very far before you catch me.
Go. And don't mention this to anyone.
If you do...
You're not the first asshole in a suit to threaten me. Olivia, Renee, you don't have to do this.
I'll be okay, Clover. Thanks for the drink. Let's do it again sometime.
I'd really love that, sugar.
Come on, don't struggle. Get in the car quietly and I won't have to cuff you.
As we pull out of the parking lot, I turn around and see Clover standing there, watching us go. Then we turn the corner, and she's gone.
You okay?
Yeah. These fucking masks. They can't breathe them.
Our eyes meet in the rearview mirror. There's a shock, a jolt of painful recognition, and his eyes widen, go blank, like he's suddenly gone someplace else. I don't realize I'm crying until I say his name. Sujin?
I find myself
Chapter 6 stars KoreHan as Gabriel Kuroki, GM Hakim as Giv Hassan, Skye Redden as Detective Dana Liu, Bree Frankel as Yvonne Birch, Athena Lee as Olivia Chieshla, Jeremy Tucker as Governor Bacula Chieshla, Shykodah-Khi McGrath or Vixena as Emma Chieshla, James Reece as Dodder Leach, Roussouw or J33721 as the director and the narrator, Maxwell Anthony as Eugene Nam, Kindred Number 1 and male dancer, Urchids as Captain James Eaton and Orin, Mystic Waters as Lieutenant Cassie Older, Aurora Ave-L as Clover, Austin Sharp as Eloy Herrera, Matt Doherty as Kieran Webb, Kindred Number 2 and Number 3, and Bates, Patrick J. Delva as Dwayne Dilstern, and Ransoms as Mayor Marcus Linden. The Hermon Motel's jingle is by Jaden Azakai. The script consultant for this chapter is Aurora Ave-L. Kind is produced by Madison Diaz. The script editor is Matt Doherty. The show consultant is Austin Sharp. The Strange Kind studio artists are Elias McDonald and Eva Monique. Kind is written, directed, and sound designed by Jae-in Hwan. The sound effects and music for this show is sourced from Epidemic Sound. You can find the link to the full music credits in the description of this episode. Please follow, rate, and review to support our show. This has been presented by Strange Kind Studio.